This week's crystal grid is charged to open and precipitate flows of paradise, wealth, prosperity, and richness into the lives of all, allowing for the divine essence of abundance we all are to manifest and substantiate in form through any and all avenues, expanding and evolving them, and opening new roads as well. Don't forget to check this week's all-in-one astrology video as well as this week's collective vibe check tarot. You can find them under their own playlist on my main channel page. And don't forget, on Saturday, 2 p.m. Pacific Time, US and Canada, I am doing my live thank you and ask me anything Q&A as part of my promotion for my Indiegogo crowdfunding campaign. If you're interested in making a donation, you can follow the links in the down bar below. Hey there, Gemini. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to the week starting May 10th, 2021. And just a quick reminder for everybody out there, if you have skipped the announcements or have a habit of skipping the announcements, please check the announcements. So, what is going on when it comes to your cards? Well, for your spiritual theme this week, you've got the Knight of Wands in reverse. And so this week, you're going to be noticing a lot of things that maybe have been handled a bit too casually, a bit too haphazardly, need to actually get reeled in. You know, where have we been a bit too hands-off with certain areas of our lives? Or maybe have we given creative control, professional control, or social control away to those that are just simply not qualified to have it or not eligible to have it. And that's the thing. That's not a judgment to make that assessment. Might be hard if you're looking at, you know, your best friend or your dad or your wife or whatever. But the thing about the Knight of Wands reversed is we're not talking about worthiness. We're talking about qualification here. Because the Knight of Wands reverse is indicating things that are maybe in the control of those that are unqualified, whether it's they're unqualified because of their lack of know-how or lack of expertise, or unqualified due to a lack of focus, bit of chaotic energy there, are actually going to show where they are in peril this week. And so this week's going to be a lot of kind of pulling a lot of things back from the edge, if you feel like it. Some of you may actually be like, you know what? I was kind of ready to let it go anyway. But that's going to be a big theme of this week. As we get on to your material shifts when it comes to your work, your job, and your finances, you have the Moon card in reverse. And this week, there is actually going to be some important news getting revealed that was maybe kept under wraps before about some kind of financial or professional process that you have either been engaging or something that you have been studying on, something that you've been planning on. For some of you, this could actually be incredibly positive because with the Moon card reversed, we are seeing something getting unveiled. Something that actually you do need to know whether it makes you happy or not. Now, I would say this is one of those check your rising sign moments, however, to get further clarity as to what this is. I am not necessarily seeing this as something that is creating a lot of drama right out the gate, though. I want to mention that this is a secret getting revealed, but it could just as easily be a hidden shortcut, a secret passage, or a way to dodge a difficult matter that you don't want to deal with anyway. As we get on to your communications with friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you do have the Two of Swords in reverse. I unfortunately do see a lot of you Gemini people actually deciding to take some space or maybe even, you know, mute, do maybe, I don't know if it's a full-on block, but maybe certainly an unfollow or a mute for a while when it comes to a friend or a family member. And I do see this, of course, being a platonic connection. The Two of Swords reversed is not giving any indication as to whether or not this is something that goes on indefinitely, like we're just kind of cutting them out for good. It could be something that is related to that Knight of Wands reversed. You know, maybe this guy has just really, you know, screwed the pooch on something that was really important to you. Or maybe this gal has just completely messed up something that she could have taken better care of and ultimately, you know, screwed you over in another way. I don't know. There's something that has been done or that you're sick and tired of that is kind of having the last straw drop with this person this week. As we get onto your challenge, however, you do actually have the Five of Cups in reverse. And this is actually a very interesting challenge because it's a positive card. You're actually getting an opportunity to get something back on track this week. There is something that you are recovering, something that you are redeeming, something that you are able to take back into your life. And it is actually very restorative. It may be that this is a challenge because you're just not necessarily feeling like you're in the mood to switch gears in that kind of way, or to revive something that you thought was lost, or maybe bring something to the forefront of your priorities that you had waiting on a list. But the Five of Cups reverse is indicating unexpected good news about something that you either A, thought you lost and would never have again, or B, thought you would have to wait way too long to enjoy. As we get on to your relationships with love and romance and partnerships, you do have the Star card in reverse, and I am seeing a lot of you Gemini people getting some very good indication that a relationship story or a relationship course is getting in not only the right road, getting on the right road, but getting in the lane you want it to. But it's not something that you are able to necessarily completely cash in on this week. The Star card reverse is indicating that this is good news that we absolutely want to allow to develop naturally and organically, so no jumping the gun. This could show up where maybe you and somebody new in your life, somebody that you have maybe grown fond of or find this week, are hitting it off really, really well. We just can't really floor it. We can't redline it to the next relationship step, but it's pretty much a given that if you guys stay the course, you're going to get there. For those of you who are currently involved in a committed relationship, the Star card reverse is indicating that you and a partner are actually getting back on a track that you are much happier with. The relationship is going through a bit of a reeval this week, but it does look like the reevaluation is actually restoring the relationship to a status or to an arrangement or to a boundary setup that really works for you and for them. So that is what I've got for you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And if you ever want to get a session with me, go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.